Hello everyone, this is Korean Channel. I'm here to talk to you all about my ideas for a Doom film and what I would do. Now, I've only played the first Doom game on the Nintendo 64 so many times I've seen a lot of gameplays for newer Doom games. So basically, I don't know much about Doom, but I do know enough to make me know what I want in a Doom film. Now, after watching 2005's Doom so many times and watching what? Hi. Hi. No, man. Sorry about that. Now let's get this over with. 2005's Doom isn't really that bad. I know a lot of people crap on the first film a lot because it was 2005, but for what it was, I thought it was a good film. Because, yeah, even though it's cheesy, because that's pretty much how a lot of movies in 2005 were, it gave me the same feeling of pre-MCU films. And plus, during this time, video game to live action never really worked well compared to how it is now. But I would watch this movie a million times more than the sequel. Now, the thing is about 2005's Doom is that it feels like a Doom film, but then it feels like it lacks something in some ways to where it just feels like it's a ripoff of Alien. But the only time I really feel like it's a true Doom film is unless we experience the imps, the pinkies, and the first-person shooter scene that only lasts like 5 to 10 minutes. Now, even though there are a few things in this movie that make me consider it a Doom film, there are still a lot of things in this movie where I feel like it's just ripping off Alien. And a lot of times it just felt very cheesy. So it just felt like Universal Studios was just going to put something out there. Pretty much like Doom Annihilation, a movie that was released when COVID happened. Now, to add on to my COVID-19 depression during this time, I decided to watch Doom Annihilation. I was bored and I was just looking for movies to watch until I found out that there was a sequel called Doom Annihilation. Now, this movie is pretty much like the first one, but a lot worse. And there's only one redeeming thing that I like about Doom Annihilation was the hell sequence. They pulled it off very well, and the final battle felt like it was one of those Left 4 Dead wave levels. I mean, they even pulled off the main shot of the Doom title. The way the hell sequence was filmed and shot, it felt like I was playing the Nintendo 64 game again, because like after you go through the story or the levels, you're now in these levels to where you're just going against waves of enemies. But I would never watch Doom Annihilation again. Now, I'm not trying to be mean to the director because Universal was wanting to make a movie that just goes straight to DVD instead of being like a theatrical release. So it makes sense why it's very crappy, and it makes sense why I don't like it. Like, the majority of the time, like, they pretty much use the same zombie in different scenes to where it leaves me confused, going like, wait, I thought we were here. Now we're here. Like, I get confused the majority of times, and the way the BFG was picked up. Our main protagonist picks up the gun like it's a friggin' knife, when the BFG looks like it could be the type of gun that you struggle to pick up. But they did get the power of the BFG right, though. Now, if I were to compare the BFGs from Doom and Doom Annihilation, I would prefer Annihilation because it feels like a BFG. While the one in the first Doom, it looks like a BFG, but it feels like it's more of a plasma rifle. But anyways, 2005's Doom was fine, and Doom Annihilation was terrible. But now let me tell you my idea on how I would make a Doom film. I would hire Ilan Ishler, which is the guy that made the Hardcore Henry movies. He's even made music videos for The Weeknd called False Alarm, and he's made a music video for one of his songs as well. And if you don't know what Hardcore Henry is a movie that is fully filmed in a first-person perspective. Now, the reason why I would hire the director for Hardcore Henry is because Hardcore Henry is actually a really good first-person shooter film, and the way it's written and the way it's filmed and shot, you can tell it's very over the top, which is something like the Doom games are, because the Doom games can be very over the top and a little bit overkill sometimes, but I feel like he'd be a perfect fit to film a Doom movie. And I would hire either James Wan or James Gunn to produce the horror elements of the film. Because seeing both of their work in horror films, they are really good and amazing at making like horror themed stuff, and the creatures that they can create and make it the most realistic thing. I would consider this the best Doom film ever. So here's what I would want. A Doom film that is fully filmed in first-person shooter directed by the person that made Hardcore Henry, and produced by either James Wan or James Gunn. Have the film be overkill, have the film be over the top, have the film dark, creepy, and scary as hell. That would be my ideal Doom film. I love Alien Nationaler's work on Hardcore Henry and other videos where he's done first person because it's pretty convincing. And I love James Gunn's work and a lot of like Slither or The Suicide Squad, because you can see like the cinematography and how far they can go in horror or CG work. And James Wan can do like the plot twist very well, like we've seen it in Saw films. He can do like plot twists very well. So you could probably have like a producer or co-producer. So you could probably do something with Alien Nationaler and James Wan and James Gunn. And there's one thing that always irritated me in both of the Doom films is that our main protagonists are not intimidating. Now, even though The Rock is like our antagonist of the film, he wasn't really intimidating. And then you have Karl Urban, who is our main protagonist in the film. He's not really that intimidating either. And Doom Annihilation was a female-led sexist because she said only fake people want a guy to be a Doom guy.
Whoa, that's like mean.
That's messed up, isn't it? First off, I just want people to know, we're not sexists. We're not against a female Doomslayer. It's just that we love and like what's accurate to the Doom lore that's been happening for years. Now, it is interesting to have a female Doomslayer, but the actress that's playing as a Doomslayer does not convince me of her being a Doomslayer. And like Karl Urban or Dwayne Johnson, she wasn't intimidating either. And see, like Hardcore Henry, you can have the Doomslayer like not say anything and just be intimidating. Like, pretty much like this scene from the Batman, for example. The police officer stops him and he just gives him the stare like, you need to move. Or get your hand off me. Like, that part is probably the most intimidating thing I've seen in the Batman. So while staying true to the Doom video games, that is what I would love for a Doom film. Because the other two Doom films really lacked something to make me even consider it a Doom film, because it just felt like when Universal Studios was trying to put something out there. But anyways, guys, my phone is about to die, but if y'all like this idea, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to help motivate me bring more content to you guys in the future. And read the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And share this video with your friends, and comment down below what would you change in those Doom films. And comment down below if you agree or disagree with my opinion, or give me your thoughts on how you would make a Doom film, because I'm interested to hear what are y'all guys' thoughts. But anyway, guys, have fun, stay safe, stay crazy to my fellow Doomslayers out there, and I'll see y'all in the next video or rant, whatever it is. But goodbye.